Pleasant good evening to each and every one of you in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. Fellow Guyanese, if you accept as a Guyanese instead of emancipators or their rivals, I wanted to congratulate those who say they are free and want to ask you all a question when you all are going back to Mother Africa. And I want to ask you, the Indian who arrive, and know if your visa ain't run out as yet. Because I know the past of hundreds of years ago, those who we could claim emancipated, they are already dead. And rest in peace. We even have people buy over some graveyard and maybe bulldoze some of them to put car park. And maybe a hotel, who knows? My friend, I am tired with the two major races of Guyana. I know there are a lot of good ones amongst both party, both race. The decent, humble, honorable people between the two races. Not the miserable ones that in parliament and elsewhere, the honorable minister, the honorable this. These people are miserable. But this has nothing to do with me. I received a few calls since I gave up my number 347-340-2628. If anyone like to contact me, that might be a number, and 646-427-7245. I want you all to understand one thing. Whether your ancestor came from China, Portugal, England, wherever, Africa, India, as I said, this has nothing to do with you. The whole African continent is free, and those politicians are keeping the nation down. None stand up against the Saudis for ill-treating the citizens, children of the African nation who are going there to work. Women are being beaten, maybe killed, and even forced into sex life amongst those Arabs. Egypt, Libya was once a great country for immigrants. You had a house to live in, your job to do, you go, you come back, but follow the law. Sometimes I ask many questions, but I do not see the writing on the wall nor under the clouds. But I ask many questions over and over. For those who are in Guyana, the less fortunate, the uneducated, those who think they know more than everybody. And this happened to be about some pandits, some magi, and some of the priests, them who Jesus talked to and God talked to, because only they hear his voice, which I have nothing against it. I tell you, you got a lot of mad people walking with the coat and pajama, and also the dhoti and the three-piece suit with the Quran, the Ramayana, and the Bible in their hand. Friends, sometimes I blame the politicians. I blame Burnham. I blame every one of them to the exception of Mr. Desmond Hyde. And I will tell you something. In my time in Guyana to now, Mr. Ali is trying his best and spread out all over, so you cannot really see the impact and the development. But Guyana have two races. One is racial, very ignorant and ready to destroy in their own neighborhood. The other one is very selfish, very corrupt, very vindictive and spiteful, and other things, and very ungrateful. Again, there is good and bad amongst both of you. Like I always say, God can open heaven and take 70,000 to 80,000 of the Guyanese blacks. Honorable, loving, kind. But the Indian, I have a question. He might be able to take out of Guyana, I'm talking about maybe 500 or 300. Because let me tell you, I want to challenge all who call me a thief, and Anthony Snow a thief. If you have proof that we stole anything from an Indian or a black, take everything we got and kill us. But if you cannot prove it, we wanted the same thing for you and your family. I want to make this clear. Coolie people love to bribe. They love to argue and fight, and they don't forget. They always hold grudge. While you, the black race, may have a confrontation, and when it's over, it's over. But not the Indian. Learn from India to Pakistan and Bangladesh. Learn from Sri Lanka. It's the same people, only religion divide them. My friends, the whole African continent is divided and was ruled by Europeans. I am tired to hear the white man slavery, the white man this, the white man that. Oh, well, y'all like to look back 100 years from now, that gone by, or 200 years, and see how far civilization has gone. But we talk about slavery. But Abraham had a slave, an Indian woman, Hagar, had sex with her, lied that his wife said go to bed with her, Abraham says she can't bring forth a baby. And when the child born, she unborn too. He put the woman to die in the wilderness. Maybe on a donkey or a camel because they look alike. My friends, we stand up in Guyana, and America have helped to destroy the two races by dividing you and cause the conflict onto this day. And they got a saying, what goes around comes around, what goes up must come down. For the wrong you do to people shall and will come back to haunt you. Unfortunately, many of these old fools dead and gone, but the generation is going to inherit the debts. So, Jesus was right. Your children shall answer for you. But you, Indian race, not only in Guyana you got problem, any part of the world, because you're uneducated to the facts of life and understanding what's taking place. But it's not your fault. Education. It means a lot to know. You hire 15 Indians to work with you. You treat them like you treating people in your family. And they go still back, bite you and thief on you and set up people to lie. You Indians better change. Change for God's sake. In Queens, the Bronx, where you all own some houses, renting to your own. You're exploiting them. But you call on Allah, Bhagwan, and some of you turn Christian. My friends, y'all are wasting time. It is a sin. And it's the same thing y'all are doing into Guyana now, Mr. Ali. Spend money in the hospitals, bring in foreign doctors and nurses if the two races cannot do it, because no black nurse, I will take a chance to take care of an Indian patient if they are from the PNC or the APNU group, because they only have the PNC people or APNU people. And if you're a PPP and you're a nurse or a doctor, once your bribe is right, you will get good care. I am not lying. Once your money is right, you will get the care you need. Because Indians love money. They'll do anything for that. Again, not all of them, like the blacks. Today, all who's out of India and Africa should count your lucky star and thank the white man for bringing your ancestor out, and stop talking bullshit about slavery when modern day you are slaving your own people in the Caribbean and in Guyana. And you, the black man, just as Abraham, every woman you want to breed and call them child mother, when will you all stop? And you, the Indian, not much difference. You think your money talk. and you love to boast and brag. Change, for God's sake. Why I do not address the Portuguese, the mixed race, the Amerindian, and the Chinese? It's a reason, right? When I speak about what you all are doing to the Amerindian, Indian and black alike said to me, Karaya, what bullshit you're talking. What America do to the Indians, the Apaches, friends. So because they do that, you have to do it. You are going to fetch their cross. Isn't it? That means you justify what you do compared to what they do. Well, let me tell you something. The world is changing faster than you expect. I heard in Berbice, the hospital, 40 patients for one toilet. Come on, Ali. Don't build private house called casino to teach them to become gamblers, okay? And whores and bodyguards and thieves and gardeners. Open up school to educate your people, all right? It's not about casino, whorehouse and rum shop. What are you doing when you do that as a Muslim? Unless Muhammad was a gambler. Unless he was gambling, maybe he wasn't in the synagogue when Jesus threw the hypocrites them out that caused his death sentence. I call upon you, Ali. Don't get God angry and don't use Islam as a stepping stone, because the wrath that will fall at your doorstep, you would not like it. Some people don't believe in God. The Hindus got 3,000 God in their house. Why are they going to the mandir when they got God in their house? I ask you in the name of the unseen God that no man have seen, whether it's a man, a woman, a dog, a sheep, a wolf, no man knows. So I ask of you to do what is right. I call upon you, Mr. President Ali, talk to the UN. Talk to those who are responsible for people in Mexico and all over the place hustling to survive. And give them an opportunity to come to Guyana. For we are the only South American country do not have 1 million people, while some got 10, 12, 15, and 5 going up. But I urge you, if you believe in the teaching of Allah and Isa, who is Jesus, open up the door to the less fortunate from Africa, India, the Caribbean, and Latin and South America, and elsewhere where people are hustling to run with their family to take care of them. Make your law. We will not tolerate Black Lives Matters. All bloody life matters. Because when you go meet Allah, Bhagwan, or God, he ain't gonna try white people by themselves. I should call them white, which I don't see a white man yet. Or black people, which I see one yet. Or a coolie, as I call brown people. I am asking you all in the name of God to change. You Indians, you covetous. Imagine, I'm talking from experience. We help a lot and they criticize us. They call us mad and stupid, and maybe they're right. We bring them in the house to stay without taking rent. And they had house renting. And God opened my eyes when I was put out through an argument with my ex-wife. And I had to end up in a basement of an Indian family and was still paying my rent. While my house was open to everybody, from Spanish to Chinese to Africans to whatever, free of charge. First day, you are a guest and a stranger. Second day, you're one of us. We believe in that. So I ask all of you who are voting for APNU, PNC, AFC, PPP, know what you are doing. For you have given them power to deny you your rights lie to you, and make law to get rid of you, jail you. My friends, you have done it. I stop condemning the politician. But Mansour should tell Mr. Barajak and Ali, where was George Correa during boredom time? And ask Mr. Vishnu Bandhu, who car had the cowhead advertising with a driver free about changes from Burnham government or Hoyt. Ask Bandhu, and he must be recognized for getting to Jimmy Carter with Max Mohammed. And ask Mr. Mansour Nadir, when he get the seat and he called me and Bristol who deceased, that hypocrite, he should have died in childbirth. Think he was James Bond, but he dead and gone. He shouldn't have born. All who do us wrong will suffer. And for all of you who take our money to represent us in the court of law, you shall suffer more than you expect. I pardoned a black woman on the East Coast, live when she tried to collect money, pretending to work for Mr. Snow. Next thing, her son threatened him about killing. We got it on record. And she used the court in East Coast. I ain't calling the magistrate name because it is in already investigation with high authority. Sometimes when she arrives here in Canada, she can and will be arrested and tried. It's a human rights violation. And harass us with that woman. But there is a God. We leave it to him. He will judge all of you. Some of you going to eat your shit. Some of you going to run mad and your children will die young and your grandchildren. But we still forgive you and leave you into the hands of the highest judge. But you won't escape it. For the man up in Canaan that blocked the road, I blame the NDC, the government, to do something about it now. No man, if not I want 6 inches of the Demerara River shore to shore. Berbice and Essequibo Ali, you Indians, the most corrupting in Guyana. While you, the blacks, are very ignorant and racial again, there's good and bad amongst both of you. The good one, my heart goes out to you, but we can make a difference. We hire a lot of Indians. They work with us, they thief from us, and we forgive them. We help them too, not in their salary, and they thief from us. We eat, they will sit and eat with us. Did you all eat with Barajak? Did you all eat with Mr. Ali, David Granger, Mr. Norton, and others, the Jagans, Burnham or Hoyt? No. You are not welcome there. You all are nothing but slaves to these people. Stupid people. Friends, for you, the police and the criminal who are killing for businessmen and corrupt politicians, I hope you know a lot of your names was already handed over by their own friends who they talk about. Check. Many are in jail from Africa and other countries, are waiting trial to know when they're going to die in Holland. Think of it. Ask a politician what jail is that. You're not going to escape the crime. And if you kill people and we can't get justice, we shall and will take the law in our hands. What is there to live if you cannot live in peace? If we lie and you kill us. If we thief, kill us and take what we got. Which black man in Guyana and Kuli won that challenge? Raise your hand. And we want to give us a lie detector test. Right, Ramjatan? For what the Lord have in store for you and your family, you would wish you didn't burn. I urge you in the name of God, all of you who are looking at my channel, subscribe to it and you press the bell. Because I am the voice in the wilderness to see you have your house. Let's form a national front government where all the race will be a part of such government and nobody will be able to discriminate against one another. But every minister, president, and past shall and will have a lie detector test. And before I go, let me make this clear. I had a few people came to a place in the Bronx in New York looking for George Correa one Sunday, I think, where they were asking about me. We got them on all the cameras. And even an old African woman tell them I'm not there. I contact the embassy to find out, can I tell the woman the Guyana government would like to see me and talk to me. And there was time in APNU leadership with Mr. David Ranger. I called the embassy to find out if they know anything. They said no. Well, gentlemen, we have the video with y'all, in the conversation with the old black woman from Africa. And we got that, and we are going to release it for people to see. Why y'all is not being picked up and charged? Because we were told that y'all didn't do nothing yet. But if anything go wrong, y'all are the first suspect. To any one of my family, a close associate. For the priest that live in Jersey, that was buying a piece of land and was given a piece of land to build a church, because some Indian take my voice and say things I didn't say because of computer. Mr. Rafiq Hussain and Jasmine Tikalal Singh or whatever, and another nut in England. I hope you all know we would not forget it. And we want to pay $2,000 USI for your ears about where you live directly. Because when our agent hit your door, we do not want them to make mistakes. Remember, America gets what America wants. For we stand for democracy. Once again, you all have a nice day. I am your host, George Correa. Thank you. And stand for the National Front government. It is your interest. Thank you.